on our beloved brother. This was announced in the House of Commons of London, and that is a great honor. We are an extended family who have got together today to acknowledge the honor what our beloved brother, Dr. Ronald Colaco, has been bestowed on. Relax, sit back, long live Dr. Ronald Colaco. Dr. Ronald Colaco firmly believed and stood a true witness to his father's doctrine, that is, our worshipping God is always in the human form. Kindness is the origin of every religion. The heavenly treasure is in the large-heartedness crossing all the barriers of religion. Here is a humble attempt to throw some light on Dr. Ronald Colaco's long-term and large-hearted social, charitable and humanitarian services rendered to the society over 3 decades, crossing the barriers of region, religion and caste, some of which have created a history in the entire country as the first one to do or is pioneering service. The World Book of Records, London, has bestowed upon Dr. Ronald Colaco Certificate of Excellence, considering his social and charitable works and creating infrastructure support to the state government of Karnataka for the upliftment of the society, as announced in the House of Commons, British Parliament, London. Dr. Ronald Colaco is well known among the common, poor and needy, and also the government circle for his golden heart, rendering quick and much needed help during crisis. It was in the year 1975 that was the turning point of his life after securing BCom first rank in mercantile law from Bangalore University, 2 years of articleship, then specialized in cost control and cost monitoring from London-based Institute, International Cost Accountants and Management Accountants, and served, ladies and gentlemen, in 8 different countries. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ronald Colaco's charitable works exceeds not 1, not 2, but over 25 fields such as education, healthcare, houses for less fortunate, art and culture, police department, revenue department, panchayat raj department, PWD, horticulture department, judiciary, samudaya bhavans, sports, temples, churches, mosques, national disaster, drinking water which is essential to the rural villages, mass marriages and other facilities for departed souls, etc. When we talk about the infrastructure of our country, the law and order comes first to the mind of our great person, Dr. Ronald Colaco. It was during the year 2004 and 2005, he built and donated state-of-art fully equipped police station of 5,000 square feet to get the infrastructure done in Karnataka state. One more fully equipped police station of 3,000 square feet for the traffic management, both at Fraser Town in Bangalore, and this has inspired companies like Infosys, Wipro and other MNCs to follow this example and redevelop 50 redeveloped police stations in Bangalore purely as an initiative of Mr. Murray Swamy. A police museum building of 2,600 square feet at Fraser Town, Bangalore, which gives a beauty which is yet to be inaugurated. A modernized and furnished police officers' mess lounge was also provided. Furnishing Chikkajala police station at North Bangalore, furnishing of DCP office Sahakar Nagar. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, an IGP office at Bangalore was renovated, making it leak-proof during Mr. Alok Mohan as IGP. In 2010 and 2011, Dr. Ronald Colaco provided rupees 2.6 million as scholarship to the meritorious 10th and 12th grade children, and also uniforms, school bags and books for nearly 550 children of police personnel. In 2015, fully equipped Advocates Bhavan to the Judiciary Department was built and donated, which created also a history in India as a pioneering act. As a first of its kind fully equipped Taluk Tahsildar office, 4 computer centers and public toilets at Devanahalli, Bangalore, provided entire partitions and furniture to government mini Vidhana Saudha at Devanahalli, Bangalore as his gesture. Educational level standards in India, and he immediately built an international standard fully equipped government higher primary and high school measuring 12,000 square feet, which he donated at Navaratna Agrahara in Bangalore rural area, where during 1991 Dr. Ronald Colaco donated building for Xavier Educational Charitable Trust in Bangalore for ITI courses to impart quality education for the poor section of the society. He witnessed the condition of the education of the rural children under the tree. It went to his mind of thinking to provide a fully equipped government high school at Sadahalli, Bangalore rural. In 2005, financial assistance was given to Rambapuri Sri Jagadguru Prita's Balehonnur School. A full building of Arunodaya Special School at Karkal for multiple disabled children was provided. 30 computer center for 580 children at Ragin Masjid slum, Bijapur. The financial assistance to Kalladka Prabhakar Bhatt's Sri Rama School is also written on the wall in Bantwal. In 2011, ladies and gentlemen, set up computer lab with 25 computers at Christ King Higher Primary School and PU College at Karkala. Chikmagalur, Shimoga, Mangalore, Udupi, Arwar, Bijapur, Asan, districts of Karnataka, Bihar and Goa. It was in the year 1991, Dr. Ronald Colaco established Link Counseling and De-Addiction Center, and it was in 2010 he donated 65 beds hospital in Bangalore and rescued so far 30,000 families addicted to chemical substances like drugs, alcohol, tobacco abuses. It was from 2006 and 2012 Dr. Ronald Colaco has financially helped to set up Lion Vision Center at Mulki, Mangalore, Kripa Medical Dispensary, Kalina, Santa Cruz East, Mumbai, Cancer Center at Father Mulla Hospital, Mangalore, ultrasound and scanning equipments in Mother Teresa Charitable Hospital at Gulbarga, Jeevandam Charitable Trust, Kaikamba Habilitation Center for female patients of HIV/AIDS. Dr. Ronald Colaco doesn't look into any caste, creed or religion. It was during the year 2002 he has built and donated Lord Muneshwara Temple at Bovipalya, Navaratna, and in March 2021, 700 years historic Madhurama Temple was built completely in stone in an impressive structure by creating large and good surrounding entertainment in Singrahalli village, Devanahalli Taluk. And we are proud to say it was inaugurated by Dharmasthala Dr. Virendra Hegde and other dignitaries. He was also a single largest donor for Sri Surya Narayana Temple at Maroli, Mangalore, the Temple of Hoysala Hira, Sri Channaraya Swami at Chikkajala, Bangalore North, Sri Mutyalama Temple at Dodjala, Bangalore North, Mutturaya Swami Temple in Ilathor village. Apart from creating history in India by building 2 temples completely on his own, he has been a major contributor to more than 35 historic temples in Karnataka, for over 2.5 decades. We are proud a personality like Dr. Ronald Colaco has financially assisted to build Ayodhya Sri Rama Temple. He has provided financial assistance to the masjids by offering carpeting as required for Badriya Juma Masjid at Nitte, Mangalore. Also helped the construction Holy Rosary Church at Yalanka in Bangalore, which also created history, ladies and gentlemen, in India as the first one to do so. He has contributed to more than 60 churches in various districts of Karnataka, Goa and Bihar. It was in 2014 and 2015, Kandamangala Grama Panchayat and Jalige Grama Panchayat office has received a great contribution for their building and furnishing. Dr. Colaco built and donated international standards the roads, a 60 feet wide asphalted 2.5 kilometer double road with street lights near Bangalore International Airport, inaugurated by the then Chief Minister Mr. D.V. Sadanand Gowda. In 2009, he built and donated to the City Corporation 1,100 feet long Tileri Road in Bolar, Mangalore. Ladies and gentlemen, when Mr. Eric Correa put the proposal in front of Dr. Ronald Colaco to build houses for the poor, Dr. Ronald Colaco readily agreed. And it was in 2012, 25 houses were built and distributed equally for the poor families of the Hindu, of Muslim and Christian communities at Adarsha Nagara, Mudbidre, Mangalore. He also provided rupees 1 million to Mangalore Diocese, who undertook housing for the less fortunate in the rural areas. Mangalore Diocese, who undertook housing for the less fortunate in the rural areas. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, rupees 2 million was for the construction of the houses for the poor victims of Kodagu landslide disaster during 2018 and 2019. And then there came the savior, Dr. Ronald Colaco. Rupees 1 million to Krishna Foundation of Dr. Arati Krishna for providing container homes for flood victims in Mangundi village in Chikmagalur during 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, a large number of farmers and villages from different parts of Karnataka have been the beneficiaries of the financial aid given by Dr. Ronald Colaco towards the construction of their homes. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ronald Colaco, taking a step in every walk of life, has switched on his contribution towards art and culture. He built an administrative building of Konkani Kala Kendra, Mangalore. He offered financial support to win Guinness World Book of Records by Soban, Mangalore. He provided one hall to World Konkani Center of Mr. Karnataka, Middle East, Canada and European countries. This is not all, ladies and gentlemen. When we talk about witnessing and why, a question mark given, why this honor has bestowed on this personality, yes, we can also talk about national disaster and pandemic conditions. During April and May 2020, though Ronald Colaco was stuck abroad during the pandemic lockdown. Ladies and gentlemen, please open your ears and please listen to this carefully. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, realizing the agony of the rural people, he organized to distribute of 20 essential grocery items of week's requirement to over 18,000 families of several villages in Bangalore. Several villages in Bangalore rural and 4,000 families in Bangalore South, which also includes Asha volunteers, Anganawadi workers, Association of People with Disability, staff of 7 police stations, and even to media personnel with strict instructions to not post it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, great legends have seen off and on the sports field. Today, the thought of Dr. Ronald Colaco goes towards sports. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, great legends I've seen off and on the sports field. Today, the thought of Dr. Ronald Colaco goes towards sports. Humongous contribution has been made to sports, and the sport personalities been given the financial support. For example, the great bodybuilder Mr. Raymond de Souza, who won Mr. World title, Roshan Ferraro, bodybuilder to win a gold medal for India, Rose May Priscilla, who won the gold medal in Women's International Kabaddi. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire expenditure of rupees 1.2 million was borne by Dr. Ronald Colaco for training Miss Rachana Bhavani of Kodagu district, and she won the medal in New Zealand in mountaineering skiing. Hosted the 50th All India Senior Ball Badminton Championship tournament in Bangalore in 2005. He financially supported Boniface Prabhu, highest ranked Indian wheelchair tennis player who competed in Europe, USA and Japan, who won few gold and other medals. He also contributed towards the success of 53rd National Amateur Bodybuilding Championship held in Mangaluru in 2006. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it goes on and on and on. If you think this was a small list, the list goes on. Dr. Ronald Colaco also has got a passion of nature. He has contributed to the horticulture department. He constructed and donated modern high-tech Hopcom shop at Frasertown during 2004 with modern steel racks and mirrors for better hygiene and presentation for others to follow. In 2012, he provided tractors, trailers and water tanks to water scarcity villages Kanamangala Grama Panchayat, provided full financial support to borewells, drinking water facilities for more than 10 villages, along with electricity connection and the required transformer. Community services. He has built community centers like Konkan Bhavan in Bangalore, Konkan Bhavan in Mysore, Sarvadharma Samaja Bhavan at Brahma Kumaris at Vijaypura, Vakkaligara Bhavana in Doddaballapur in 2006, Universal Peace and Service Center in Bangarapete Road, Kolar, Cattle Club Building in Chikmagalur Golf Club Building and Internal Road during 2008, Nutan Mandir and Sabha Bhavan of Hindu Seva Samiti in 2009, and to build about 14 community halls. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes courage, it takes guts, and it takes your mind to go about it. I would like to speak some awards, some accolades, some honors, some titles, and so much more at the state, national, and international levels. Professional doctorate certificate in global leadership and management was conferred by the 75th World Ranking European International University of Paris, France on 21st December 2020. The Australian Prime Minister Meritorious Service Award was bestowed on him in Melbourne, where he was conferred on October 28, 2015, having chosen from the delegates from over 80 countries. Dr. Colaco has been invited for breakfast meetings with the US President Donald Trump, not once but twice, on 2nd February 2017 and then again on 8th February 2018. The historic honor by Premier of Ontario, Canada, Mr. Doug Ford, by inviting Dr. Ronald Colaco and his wife, Mrs. Jean Colaco, to the Parliament House on 15th October 2018 for his long-term humanitarian services, and then presenting a certificate in that regard, and also by the Member of Parliament of Mississauga, Mr. Rudy Cusetto, presenting a commemorative plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, Canada World Visionary Award was also bestowed on him in Canada on 9th October 2018. Times Now Group, in association with ICICI Bank, conferred on 11th of July 2017, the Global NRI of the Year Award 2017 in Philanthropy, having chosen from over 110 countries. Karnataka State Rajyotsava Award 2017 was conferred in Overseas Kannadiga category. The President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, conferred Indian Club Centenary Award 2015 in Bahrain on 5th February 2015. Vishwa Konkani Samaj Ratna title 2010 was conferred by former Deputy Prime Minister Sri L.K. Advani on 18th of December 2010. Other titles, accolades, awards for all he deserves. Bharatiya Mantham Vikas Puraskar Award 2020 in Thailand. Pearl of Konkani Community 2017 a title in London. Konkan Ratna 2013 title conferred by the Indian Ambassador His Excellency M.K. Lokesh in Dubai. Konkan Kuwar 2014 title in Kuwait. Konkan Rai Sahib 2015 title in Muscat. Daya Samrat 2017 title in Doha, Qatar. Tulunadu Bulpu Light of Tulunad in Doha, Qatar. Dharma Pramodan Chautura title by Sri Jagadguru Rambapuri in Chikmagalur. Konkani Samaj Seva Award 2004 by Karnataka Konkani Sahitya Academy. Rachna Best NRI Entrepreneur of the Year 2006. Special honor during 2006 by Chief Minister Mr. S.G. Kumaraswamy in recognition of extensive social and charitable works in Chikmagalur. Entrepreneur with Social Conscious in 2011 by Mallikarjun Kharge, installed by FKCA. Good Samaritan title 2017 by the Bishop of Mangalore Diocese. Rajiv Gandhi Sanskrit Academy Honor 2004 by Janapith and Padma Bhushan awardee Mr. Chandrasekhara Kambara. Chaitanya Sri Award in 2018. A special honor from High Court judges and Chief Minister of Karnataka and Central Minister on 20th July 2013 for providing Judiciary Bhavan at Devanalli, being a pioneering act from any civilian in India. The Advocate Association of 350 advocates honored Dr. Colaco on 22nd July 2013 for his exemplary contribution. Vishwa Bhushan 2020, title by 3 dioceses on 2nd of February in 2020. His Holiness Pope Benedict XVI has issued a certificate dated, ladies and gentlemen, on 12th May 2012, imparting apostolic blessings on Dr. Ronald Colaco and family from his philanthropic works. Dr. Ronald Colaco, along with his wife Mrs. Jean Colaco and their children Nigel and Randall, have given the world beyond measures. First of all, I would like to thank each one of you all for your patient listening. A small time of 20 to 25 minutes, but it's a value of time where all of you have listened and may have changed your lives. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the honor of Certificate of Excellence awarded to Dr. Ronald Colaco, certified by House of Commons London. And today, we are so happy to witness the man who has signed the certificate, the Member of Parliament, none other than His Excellency Mr. Vignesh Sharma, who has been present out over here, and he has been the chief guest. We'll be awarding the certificate where you're going to witness the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, on behalf of all of y'all, would like to wish all the best for all his future endeavors. May God bless him. And on all of you, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big salute to Dr. Ronald Colaco for his achievements in life. Long live Ronald Colaco.
ಶ್ರೀ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರು ನಾನು ಕಂಡಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿಶ್ವಮಾನವ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನವರು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ವಿಷಯ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ತುಳು. ಇದರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಅವರು ದುಬೈಯನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಕರ್ಮಕ್ಷೇತ್ರವನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ವಿಶ್ವಾದ್ಯಂತ ಪ್ರವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ಇದರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ತಾವು ತೊಡಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಳೆದ ಕೆಲವಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಸಂಪತ್ತನ್ನು ಕೂಡಿಡುವುದು, ಸಂಪತ್ತನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸುವುದು ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ನನ್ನ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿಯಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವುದು ಅವರ ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಂಬಲ. ನಾನು ಅವರನ್ನು ಅನೇಕ ಬಾರಿ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ರವಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಕಂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ದುರ್ಬಲರ ಮತ್ತು ಅನೇಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡೋದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಆನಂದ ಇದೆ. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ವಿದೇಶಗಳದ್ದು, ಕೆಲವು ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯುರೋಪ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸರಳರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮುಗ್ಧರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರಂತೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸರಳವಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕಂಡಂತೆ ಅವರೊಬ್ಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸರಳ ಜೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ದೇವರ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ತಾನು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಜನರ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಜನರ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಮೂಲಕ ಭಗವಂತನನ್ನು ತಲುಪಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಅವರ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ತುಳುನಾಡಿನವರು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಅಭಿಮಾನದ ವಿಷಯ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವಾದ್ಯಂತ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದವನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವರು ಸರ್ವಧರ್ಮವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಗೌರವಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಧರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ದೇವರ ಅನುಗ್ರಹವೂ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಶುಭವನ್ನು ಹಾರೈಸ್ತೇನೆ.
Namaskara. Very good morning to each one of you present here. ಕರುಣಾಳು ಬಾ ಬೆಳಕೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಆ ಕವಿಸಾಲು, ಇವರು ಕರುಣಾಳುವಾಗಿ ನೂರಾರು ಬದುಕುಗಳಿಗೆ ಭರವಸೆಯ ಬೆಳಕಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಬೆಳಕು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಶ್ವ ದಾಖಲೆಯ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಸಂಭ್ರಮಿಸುವ, ಸಡಗರಿಸುವ, ಸಾಕ್ಷೀಕರಿಸುವ ಸಮಾರಂಭವಿದು. ಇಂಥ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ಯಾವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಆಗು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡುತ್ತಿರುವವರು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಗೌರವದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ronald Colaco, simple, friendly, unassuming, compassionate. We have list and list of words to describe him. Maybe we can put it together in just 3 words. He believes in philanthropy, he follows philanthropy, and he inspires people to follow philanthropy. He is our beloved and most respected Dr. Ronald Colaco.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Urudu Bhakti Naklegu Pura Malla Namaskara. Today, it's a calendar day in the life of Dr. Ronald Colaco. As rightly my colleague Aparna said, you all must be inspired by the deeds, by the achievements, what he has done in his life till now. You might be asking a question, what's the difference between you, me, and him? Ladies and gentlemen, Those 25 minutes, just recall them and just feel the difference within you. Annanakle, akkanakle, niklu urdu battadu, ini Dr. Ronald Colaco, Eat Santosham Altar, and that is our extended family. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, and please do salute the man today in action, Dr. Ronald Colaco.
Thank you to have with us Honorable Member of Parliament, London, United Kingdom, Shri Virendra Sharma, sir. Hearty welcome to you, sir. ನಮ್ಮೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರಿನ ಮಾನನೀಯ ಶಾಸಕರಾದ ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಿ.ಟಿ. ರವಿ ಅವರು. Also with us, former minister, former KPCC president, present member of Legislative Assembly, Shri Dinesh Gundurao avaru. Honorable MLC, Shri S.L. Bojegowda avaru. And she has been truly inspiring and working a lot in this regard, especially for the success of such a wonderful program. Dr. Aarti Krishna, former diplomat and former deputy chairman of NRI Forum, Government of Karnataka. Also joining hands with us is Banari Amman Sugars Limited, senior president and president of Srivari Foundation, Shri Venkatesh Murthy. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, he is there on the dais, the sign assured of all eyes, Dr. Ronald Colaco. ಚಂದದ ಸಮಾರಂಭವಿದು. ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೀಗ ಶುಭ ಚಾಲನೆ ನಾಡಗೀತೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ. Ladies and gentlemen, the state anthem will be played. May we request all of you to kindly be in standing position. ನಾಡಗೀತೆ ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ.
ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಸುಂದರ ನದಿವನಗಳ ನಾಡೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ರಸ ಋಷಿಗಳ ಬೀಡೆ, ಭೂದೇವಿಯ ಮಕುಟದ ನವಮಣಿಯೇ, ಗಂಧದ ಚಂದನ ಹೊನ್ನಿನ ಗಣಿಯೇ, ರಾಘವ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ರವತರಿಸಿದ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಜನನಿಯ ಜೋಗುಳ ವೇದದ ಘೋಷ, ಜನನಿಗೆ ಜೀವವು ನಿನ್ನಾವೇಶ, ಹಸುರಿನ ಗಿರಿಗಳ ಸಾಲೆ, ನಿನ್ನಯ ಕೊರಳಿನ ಮಾಲೆ, ಕಪಿಲ ಪತಂಜಲ ಗೌತಮ ಜಿನನುತ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಶಂಕರ ರಮನುಜ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ, ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಮಧ್ವರ ದಿವ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ, ರನ್ನ ಷಡಕ್ಷರಿ ಪೊನ್ನ, ಪಂಪನ ಕುಮಿಪತಿ ಜನ್ನ, ಕುಮಾರ ವ್ಯಾಸರ ಮಂಗಳ ಧಾಮ, ಕವಿ ಕೋಗಿಲೆಗಳ ಪುಣ್ಯಾರಾಮ, ನಾನಕ ರಾಮಾನಂದ ಕಬೀರರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಭೈರವ ಹೊಯ್ಸಳರಾಳಿದ ನಾಡೆ, ನಂಕಣ ಚಕಣರ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಬೀಡೆ, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರಾವತಿ ತುಂಗ, ಕಾವೇರಿಯವರ ವೃಂದ, ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪರಮಹಂಸ ವಿವೇಕರ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ, ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ, ಪಾರಸಿಕ ಜೈನ ಉದ್ಯಾನ, ಜನಕನ ಹೋಲುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ, ಗಾಯಕ ವೈದಿಕರ ರಾಮ, ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ದೇಹ, ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ, ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಹೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ.
ನಾಡಗೀತೆ penned by literary colossus Kuvenpu.
I'm sorry to have barged in because while I saw the video presentation, there is some correction. The rest of the things I accept, but there is, with regard to the community buildings, Samudaya Bhavans, it is mentioned there that all the buildings have been as if I have provided. It is wrong. Only Bangalore, Konkani, Samudaya Bhavan, about 30%, the rest all financial support. That need to be corrected, or otherwise the entire video will be discredited. So this is number one. Number two, while mentioning the member of British Parliament, his name was misspelled, mispronounced, should be Mr. Virendra Sharma, Shri Virendra Sharma. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the simplicity of a man, this is the reality of a man, and this is what he is, very, very honest. Can we please put your hands together? And please do applaud Dr. Ronald Colaco. Once again, I would like to apologize for the wrong pronunciation, Your Excellency. I'm very sorry about it. Over to Aparna.
Here he is accepting the facts. Definitely a true perfectionist, a true human being, and of course an illuminating personality, Dr. Ronald Colaco. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸನ್ಮಾನ, ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಈ ಶುಭ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಈಗ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುವ ಸಮಯ. And he takes pleasure in welcoming each one of you present here. And he has always been the guiding force and source behind the scene. He's a noted writer, an educationist, former principal of Sheshadripuram College and Surana College, and the ever-inspiring, the most respected Professor Radhakrishna, sir. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರಿಂದ ಇದೀಗ ಸ್ವಾಗತದ ನುಡಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಈಗ ಕೆಲವೇ ಕ್ಷಣಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆಯಾಗುವಂತಹ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನೂ ಸಹ ಅವರು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. Perhaps in my journey of life, I would not have asked for a better occasion to welcome all of you, sir. I have a personal reason behind that I will tell at the end. I welcome all of you, the extended family of Ronald Colaco, to which family I also belong. Ronald Colaco ಅವರ ವಿಸ್ತೃತವಾದಂಥ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಸೇರಿದ್ದೇನೆ. By knowing Ronald Colaco, I have come to know, when I say know, it's not just K-N-O-W, that spelling. I have come to be intimately know the people, the friends, the family members, and who are all lovely, who are all always smiling, bubbling with enthusiasm, because Ronald Colaco is so infectious in his love, and that reflected on all of us. So I welcome all of you, friends, to this excellently memorable program. It's my pleasure and honor to introduce the guests on the stage. It was 19th July 2007, sir. 19th July 2007. There was a by-election in Ealing. The then not so baldy, a candidate from Indian origin, a proud British who espouses the causes of UK in the international forums, was nominated to seek by-election for the Parliament of UK, nominated by the Labour Party. We should also remember that when India became independent, it was Clement Attlee's Labour Party was ruling. And he comes from a river bed which flew from Kashmir through Punjab. The river bed is called Charmani. The people who lived on the banks of Charmani river were scholars. Virendra Sharma belongs to that river bed. Therefore, Sharma. Among the 650 MPs, this longest serving Labour MP, who won in 2007, 2010, 2015, 17 and 19, the longest serving MP in UK, was considered among the 650 MPs, he gets the ranking of 8th rank, not a joke. And his father, Lekhraj Sharma, is a prominent political leader who was a reformist, progressive reformist in Punjab. He guided the politics of Punjab then in a very positive and a value-based manner. Virendra Sharma ji, 25 times councillor, mayor of Ealing, the present MP, studies in London School of Economics, a trade union leader, a peace equality activist, works for health, human rights, international development, and the causes of the Gurkha veterans, human trafficking, and even today, he is a labor activist in the international circuit. And believe me, Sharma ji began his career as a bus conductor. And he conducted himself to conduct the Parliament of UK, conducted himself to conduct the relationship between India and the UK, while rooted in the Indian inclusive value system, he always espoused the cause of his Karma Bhumi, UK. Shall we all welcome him with a great applause? Jordar applause. He is the pride of India. I would request all the dignitaries to honor him now on our behalf. The honor done to Sri Virendra Sharma is honor bestowed on us. Friends, he not only certified the World Book of Records, himself flew from UK to be with Ronald Colaco and his family, and then to be invited by the government of India in Pravasi Divas. how do I introduce Mr. C.T. Ravi? A perfect Malanad product. We have been friends for several years. When I said Malanad, nobody should mistake me because Malanad is a sprouted nature, sprouting nature. The snowy, the rainy nature, the green nature. I would describe he is a political activist. He was an ex-minister, presently an important functionary in the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is ruling us, guiding the philosophy, the working methodology of the party nationally. Apart from that, if I would like to describe you, Raviji, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಒಂದೇ ಶಬ್ದದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, fire in the belly but spring in the heart. Fire in the belly and spring in the heart. I request now, Venkatesh Murthy, join them to honor C.T. Raviji. It is C.T. Ravi who is the mentor of this particular program. He is the chairman of the organizing committee. Now there is Mr. Dinesh Gundu. Dinesh Gundu is the longest serving member of Legislative Assembly from Gandhinagar constituency, Bengaluru. His father, R. Gundu is a legend in Karnataka. Mr. R. Gundu injected dynamism to the politics of, dynamism of the common people to the politics of Karnataka. Ever smiling, calm. If I were to describe him with the 3 words, he is Hitabhashi, he is Mitabhashi, he is Smitabhashi. I forgot one word about Ravi that I will conclude with Dinesh. Ravi is a very powerful man, but not power seeker. Dinesh Gundu is not a power chaser. That is the commonality between them. It doesn't chase power. Dinesh Gundu is a do-gooder, do-helper, a happy man, plus an excellent photographer and an engineer. Loves nature, gets himself lost with the nature to understand the nature of people. Welcome to you, sir. There is another Malnad product, Mr. Bojagowda, S.L. Bojagowda. Very dear friend of ours, with whom we share masala dosa in Udupi Krishna Bhavan quite often. And he was the vice chairman of Bar Council of India. Perhaps nobody had become from Karnataka in the Bar Council as the vice chairman. By profession an advocate, ವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಕೀಲರು, ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಯವಾದಿಗಳು, ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ವಾದ ಮಾಡುವಂಥವರು. ಭೋಜೇಗೌಡರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್. How do I welcome this gentleman? Reverend Father Cardinal Newman described and defined who is the gentleman. Gentleman is like an easy chair, he said. Gentleman is like a fireplace, he said. Gives warmth, gives comfort. When you sit on the easy chair, it doesn't throw you out. You can enjoy that comfort. How do I describe him? A philanthropist, a man rich at heart, a donor, a social activist, the man who has an eternal spring of compassion in the heart. Friends, it was my great blessing that in 1972, when I joined Seshadripuram College on July 1st, 7 years later, a young handsome man walks in and becomes the student of that college and gets the first rank in mercantile law to the university. Becomes not only Vishwabhushana, he becomes Vishwavyapti. What Virendra Hegdeji said. A true Kannadiga, a true Indian, a true world citizen, a true Catholic. The word Catholic has the meaning universality. A true Catholic who loves everybody. Love thy neighbor like thyself, Jesus Christ said. Love thy neighbor like thyself. That is very important. He loved everybody. Ronald Colaco, I will not be introducing you, sir. Before I introduce you, I should introduce. They say, behind the success of every man, there is a woman. No, I don't agree with that. Along with the success of there is a woman, Jean Colaco. Please stand up, Jean. Jean Colaco. And I welcome Ronald Colaco, his family, his brothers, Freddie, Joe, their families, his children, and all of you, all his friends, I welcome. There are so many eminent people in this crowd. I don't know how I would recognize everybody. How I would recognize everybody. You should excuse me if I am faulted. There is FTR Colaco, the Director General of Police, the retired Director General of Police. There is one and only Kirmani, Kir we call him. Kirmani, please stand up. Kirmani requires Kirmani. And Syed Kirmani. Syed Kirmani, the World Cup winner. And this congregation is blessed by three spiritual men. Father Swibert de Silva, Rector and Pro-Chancellor of St. Joseph's University. Father Victor Lobo, Vice Chancellor of St. Joseph's University. Father Denzel Lobo, Director of School of Information and Technology, St. Joseph's University. And apart from that, my earned family, that is Khader and his brothers from, not Khader, I'm sorry, Razak and his brothers from Dubai. Razak and his family from Dubai. There is Ronald Pinto, and there is Marjorie Texera, and there is a very, very great hero of Kargil hero, the one who fought in Kargil, Colonel Mallikarjun. Colonel Mallikarjun is somewhere there, he fought in Kargil. There is Mr. Razak, a proud Kannadiga and community leader, I mentioned about him. there is Roy Castellino, Walter, and there is Nagaraj from a great institution called Organic Manure in the entire country. There is Venkatesh, the intellect leader, and Bharati Singh, who drives Samudra Foundation, counseling thousands and thousands of students. There are press people, there are friends, there are families, all of you. To all of you, Sharanu, Sharanarthi. Initu medulolage, Ronald Colaco sahibre, Ronald ji, initu medulolage, yenitu brahmanda. Initu medulolage, yenitu brahmanda. Shakespeare said, what an infinite creation of God is of man, and what an infinite creation among men is Ronald. Initu medulolage yenitu brahmanda. Nere horayavara pritisu ninnante. Nere horayavara pritisu ninnante. Yenuva Yesu vaniya murti swarupa. Ronald, Jean, Randall, Nigel, Dampatya Gita, Sukha Dampatya Gita. I also recognize Denny of Rivi Tewes, C. Lobo, J.R. Lobo. If I have failed to recognize, I just recognized Lakshmi Venkatesh is my student too. And once again, Snehitare, ಸುಖವಾಗಲಿ ಬದುಕು, ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ, ಏಳ್ಗೆ, ಗೆಲ್ಗೆ, ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕುಟುಂಬದಂತೆ ಭಾರತೀಯರು ನಾವು ಬದುಕೋಣ, ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಪಡೋಣ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮಿರರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಶಬ್ದ ಇದೆ, ಎ ಬೆಕನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೋಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ನೀಡ್. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಐ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಆರತಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ, very effectively dynamic lady now who has become the Secretary of Overseas Congress, Mr. Venkatesh Murthy, Mr. Narchi Murthy. Another 2 minutes, I am done, friends. We are releasing a book today, Vishwabhushana Ronald Colaco. ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Dinesh also I recognize, Mr. Dinesh. Now, from Rittal, MD from Rittal, ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಿರು ಕಥಾನಕದ ಸಚಿತ್ರವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕಿರು ಕಥಾನಕದ ಚಿತ್ರಣ ಇದೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ತಮಗೆ ಲಭ್ಯವಾಗ್ತದೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ಓದಿ. ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕಾಲ್ಸೋ ಬೆಳೆದು ಬಂದ, ನಡೆದು ಬಂದ, ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥ ಹಾದಿಯನ್ನು, ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು, ಮಾರ್ಗವನ್ನು ಅವರು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ನರಸಿಂಹಮೂರ್ತಿ. Where are you, Narasimhamurthy, that selfless young man, single-handed. Welcoming all of you friends again. Well, ಇದು ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರ ಫೆಲಿಸಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. God bless.
ಬಹಳ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಾಗತದ ನುಡಿಗಳ ಮುಖೇನ ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಆತ್ಮೀಯತೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಬಲವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್, ಗುಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗುಡ್ ವಿಶಸ್. It's now time, ladies and gentlemen, for the release of the book. which is perhaps compiled in few pages but speaks volumes and volumes about Dr. Ronald Colaco as a towering personality, as an illuminating personality. The book titled Vishwa Bhushana Dr. Ronald Colaco. May we request all the dignitaries on the dais to join hands and release this book. ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಶ್ರೀವಾರಿ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. And in the editorial committee we have Shri Venkatesh Murthy, Shri Narsimhurthy ಹಾಗೂ ಮೇಚ ಕೋಟಪ್ಪ ಅವರು. Release of the book Vishwa Bhushana Dr. Ronald Colaco. All eyes to your right, ladies and gentlemen. Vishwa Bhushana Dr. Ronald Colaco, made possible by Shrivari Foundation. S. Venkatesh Murthy and Narsimhamurthy Mecha Kotappa form the editorial committee. It gives us the glimpse of life and achievements of Dr. Ronald Colaco. ಈಗ ಇಬ್ಬರು ವಿಶೇಷ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಗೌರವದ ಪ್ರತಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. They are going to receive the first copies. Mr. Rajanna and Subanna. All the celebration is happening because Dr. Ronald Colaco is always there for the have-nots. People who have been blessed by his magnanimous and passionate work and selfless service. Dr. Rajanna and Subanna will represent that community, and they are here to receive the first copy. Rajanna ಮತ್ತು ಸುಬಣ್ಣ ದಯಮಾಡಿ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಈ ಗೌರವದ ಪ್ರತಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಮಂದಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರಿಂದ ಭರವಸೆಯ ಬದುಕನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇದು ಅರ್ಪಿತ ಅನ್ನುವುದರ ಸಂಕೇತವಾಗಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ರಾಜಣ್ಣ ಮತ್ತು ಸುಬಣ್ಣ ಈ ಗೌರವದ ಪ್ರತಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. In the meantime, on behalf of the editorial committee, Narsimhamurthy ಅವರು ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದು please receive the copy. Narsimhamurthy. On behalf of the editorial staff, Shri N. Narsimhamurthy is receiving this honor. He has really strived hard for the past 3 to 6 months to make it happen. A big round of applause for the editorial committee. And here he is representing the committee, Shri N. Narsimhamurthy.
Dr. Ronald Colaco has built an empire of friendship. ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲದರ ಒಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವರೂಪವಾಗಿ ಸಂಕೇತವಾಗಿ ಹಿರಿಯರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಶೇಷಚಂದ್ರಿಕಾ ಶೇಷಣ್ಣ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮೊಟ್ಟಿಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಅವರು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಈ ಗೌರವದ ಪ್ರತಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೋರಿಕೆ. ಶ್ರೀ ಶೇಷಚಂದ್ರಿಕಾ ಸರ್.
ನಾಗಮಂಗಲ ರಾಜಣ್ಣ ಅಥವಾ ಸುಬ್ಬಣ್ಣ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರ? ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ. ನಾಗಮಂಗಲ ರಾಜಣ್ಣ ಅಥವಾ ಸುಬ್ಬಣ್ಣ ಅವರು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಓ, ಬಹುಶಃ ಅವರು ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ನವರತ್ನಾಗ್ರಹದ ಮುನಿಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಬನ್ನಿ.
Shri Sheshachandrika, a veteran journalist, a media professional. He has been in the field for more than 5 decades. He is now here to receive the copy of this book released. ಆತ್ಮೀಯರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅವರು ಶೇಷಣ್ಣ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮವರಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷತಃ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲಿರುವವರಿಗೆ ಬಹು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಸಹಕಾರವನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಜಣ್ಣ, ಸುಬ್ಬಣ್ಣ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯದ ಕರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರತರಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮುನಿಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ಗೌರವದ ಪ್ರತಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಶೇಷಚಂದ್ರಿಕಾ ಸರ್. ಮುನಿಕೃಷ್ಣಪ್ಪ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಶೇಷಚಂದ್ರಿಕಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. And the most awaited moment will be here now. Yes, the felicitation time has approached, but before that, she's going to stand before you. And who is she? What is she? Lobo, over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can call her an iron lady, a dynamic lady who spearheads most of the disaster cases in the Gulf and internationally. Today, she can be an iron lady outside, but within her heart, ladies and gentlemen, she's soft. Today, NRIs round the world look upon her for help. It was just yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we were sitting in the lobby and a poor Indian from Telangana called her from Dubai and she said, "Madam, I've got problems." She simply said, "Can you give me a couple of hours? I'm in a meeting and I'll call you back." You will not believe, ladies and gentlemen, exactly after 2 hours when I was with her, she called him back and she said, "Can you push it? After a couple of days, I will solve your problem." I expected a lot of applauses, ladies and gentlemen, for this. Ukraine war itself transporting 5,000 students from Ukraine is a statement to stress and say she makes our India proud at any given time. Today, we should congratulate her of being the AICC General Secretary who is in charge of the NRIs and the Congress in Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got special regards for her when she comes to the Gulf. I live in Bahrain, and there is no ambassador in the Middle East who doesn't know her, and whom she has not knocked the doors, ladies and gentlemen. Be it the Saudi ambassador, be it the Kuwait ambassador, be it the Qatar ambassador, be it the UAE ambassador, be it the Bahrain ambassador, or be it Muscat ambassador. She is there for every Indian, and she takes, be it a pin or an elephant problem, she is there for us, and we are proud of it. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for none other than a lady who lives with principles, Dr. Aarti Krishnan. And the reason for us being here today as an extended family to the Colaco family, ladies and gentlemen, yes, is the certificate of excellence which is going to be awarded in front of you all by His Excellency Mr. Virendra Sharma. I hope I got it right. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear what Dr. Aarti Krishnan got to say. Dr. Aarti Krishnan.
Mr. Virendra Sharma, Honorable Member of Parliament, United Kingdom. Mr. Ronald Colaco, recipient of award from World Book of Records today. Mr. C.T. Ravi, Member of the Legislative Assembly and former Minister. Mr. Dinesh Gundurao, Member of the Legislative Assembly and the former Minister. Mr. Bojegowda, Member of the Legislative Council. Mr. Radha Krishna, Mr. Venkatesh Murthy, and all the distinguished guests who have gathered here, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great privilege to speak on this wonderful occasion. Firstly, allow me to welcome you all for this event where we are honoring one of the great sons of Karnataka, Mr. Ronald Colaco. I thank all the dignitaries present here for gracing this occasion. Mr. Colaco is a person of many achievements, which this august gathering is aware of already. I will, however, take the opportunity to recall my association and friendship with him. I first met Mr. Colaco when I was a Deputy Chairman, NRI Department, Government of Karnataka. He invited me to his home, and throughout the way to his residence, I could see with my own eyes the tremendous work he has done. A work done with compassion and great generosity, a work done without expectations, a work done with minimum fuss, and a work done wholeheartedly for the benefit of people of Karnataka. I witnessed firsthand his philanthropic work in a range of areas, whether it was modernization of schools, roads, pavements, or temples, churches, mosques, etc., or in education and schooling, or in the health sector, or in the field of arts and culture, or in numerous other areas. When I got to know him better, I could admire the sweeping nature of his charitable work without discrimination, irrespective of religion, caste, creed, or class. He has made a huge difference in the lives of the poor and downtrodden. He has been like Kalpa Vriksha, tree to them and others. There are hardly any areas which he has not touched or helped the people of Karnataka. And his philanthropy extends not just to Karnataka, but abroad as well, and to other states of India as well. Recently, when I mentioned to him that Kannada Bhavan in Bahrain was going to be the first Kannada Bhavan to be built by Kannadigas in the entire world, he generously contributed close to rupees 60 lakhs when he visited Bahrain last month. And since he was the first person to contribute such a huge amount after government of Karnataka, at my insistence, the Kannadigas in Bahrain recognized his contribution by naming one of the hall after him. It was also my privilege to attend the inauguration of a very old temple, which was rebuilt, which is very close to their house here, and he donated 4 crores to the temple. I recall on that occasion, Mr. Sri Virendra Hegde and I were part of the function, where Mr. Virendra Hegde rightly remarked that when everybody earns money and deposits in the Swiss bank, Mr. Colaco deposits his punya in the bank of heaven by doing charitable work. Ronald Colaco individually has created history in India in some of the noteworthy charitable activities in more than 25 fields. Support to the government infrastructure, which includes education, healthcare, houses for less fortunate, art and culture, government infrastructure, sports, judiciary, temples, churches, mosques, cemeteries, and departed souls, etc. He is the first one in the country to carry out the following charitable works, which help the government in efficient government dispensation and public grievances redressal. The World Book of Records, London, has considered Mr. Ronald Colaco's immense charity works to announce that the Certificate of Excellence on 28 September 2022 in the House of Commons, British Parliament, London, United Kingdom, during the Indo-UK Leadership Summit. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the unconditional support given to him in all these charitable activities by his wife, Mrs. Jean Colaco, Randall Colaco, and Nigel Colaco. They have been extremely supportive of all his activities throughout his life. At this juncture, I would like to thank most profusely the Honourable Member of the British Parliament, Mr. Virendra Sharma, who happens to be one of the signatory to the Certificate of World Book of Records being given away today, and for coming all the way from London. He's been my great friend for many years. We have shared functions on many occasions in India as well as in London. I really thank him for gracing this occasion. He readily, as you all know, apart from being a great friend of India, he has a very distinguished political career. Throughout Honorable Virendra Sharma's public life, he has been guided by a strong belief in social justice and fairness, remaining closely committed to a vision of society based on secularism and genuine equality. These are principles dear to us as well here in India. I warmly welcome him to this meeting. Allow me to read some of the achievements and awards of Mr. Colaco. You have watched the video just a few minutes ago. It's a long list. If I want to read out the entire list, it will take more than a day. So I will only highlight few points that the World Book of Records has considered him in the 25 different categories to give the Certificate of Excellence. I'll just read out probably the headings. No. Okay, I think they've covered extensively in the video, so I don't want to repeat the same thing, but I know that they have considered him for this award, considering his contribution in the charitable field of 25 categories basically, whether it is revenue, justice, police department, temples, religious institutions, hospitals, every sector, basically the 25 sectors. So I wish that he receives many more awards and recognitions in the coming years. And I also wish all the more success to him and his family. I would also like to thank all the organizers who are part of this, organizing this beautiful, memorable event, putting together. I was also part of it. I would like to thank all my other friends who helped me with this. And thank you very much. And thank you for your patience.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the certificate was awarded to Dr. Ronald Colaco, it was these stalwarts, and the main initiative was taken by none other than the Member of Legislative Assembly, Mr. C.T. Ravi. There was Gujarat elections happening, ladies and gentlemen, when Mr. C.T. Ravi said that he wants to celebrate the honor given
by the House of Commons from London, and then Mr. C.T. Ravi kept on going, the dates were changing, and finally, with the initiative of Mr. C.T. Ravi, here we are today. And what a proud moment, ladies and gentlemen, when the chief guest of this evening, a personality who has signed the certificate, is over here present on the stage with all the dignitaries. Can I call upon the chief guest of this evening, none other than His Excellency, the Member of Parliament of British, none other than Mr. Virendra Sharma, to hand over the certificate to Dr. Ronald Colaco.
May we have Ma'am Jean Colaco also on the dais, please. The historic moment is here, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for felicitation. The World Book of Records London has bestowed upon Dr. Ronald Colaco the Certificate of Excellence for his social and charitable works by creating infrastructure support to the state government of Karnataka for the upliftment of society. As announced under UID number 00318 on 28th September 2022 in the House of Commons, British Parliament, London, United Kingdom, during the Indo-UK Leadership Summit. And a glimpse of that golden moment is here, ladies and gentlemen. Felicitation to Dr. Ronald Colaco, led by Shri Virendra Sharma, and of course all the dignitaries on the dais. And this is the moment for applause, a hearty, resounding applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the presentation of the certificate. What a glorious and golden moment, ladies and gentlemen. Glorious, golden, gratifying moments. Felicitation, Dr. Ronald Colaco, also joined by Jean Colaco and the family members. Hearty congratulations once again. A big round of congratulatory applause, ladies and gentlemen, to Dr. Ronald Colaco, who has always been inspiring to each one of us. Thank you so much, sir.
Check. Can I have some volume for my mic, please? Check. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Mangalore, a lady who represents coffee planters, and she represents Mangaloreans today. Ini Dr. Ronald Colaco ಸಾಹೇಬರಿಗೆ ಒಂಜಿ ಕುಡ್ಲದಕ್ಲು ಪಂಪಿನ ಒಂಜಿ ಗರ್ವ ಎಂಕ್ಲೆಗುಂಡು. ಅವೇನೆ ಒಂಜಿ ಪುಂಜವಾಯಿನ, a dynamic lady right from her school days, and today carries responsibilities on her shoulder in the Mangalorean community. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Mrs. Marjorie Arana for a felicitation speech.
Dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, in the tapestry of my memories of over 3 decades are interwoven with precious and pleasant interactions I've had with Dr. Ronald Colaco. And so today, it's a great honor for me to represent the Mangalorean community and the coffee planters, and to felicitate one of the outstanding luminaries. He has been the torchbearer of our community, and with his sterling leadership qualities has catapulted various organizations. Philanthropy being his hallmark, he is the first lady in our country to build a church in Sri Lanka, which is indeed a masterpiece. He is the cornerstone of the Chikmagalur Catholic Club, which is a magnificent edifice today, and the great Konkan Samudaya Bhavan at Kalyan Nagar is a true testimony of his benevolence as a major donor. He has been magnanimous towards the projects of Mansoban, an organization promoting Konkani language and culture, and he's behind the scene actor, in providing financial assistance to a new Konkani movie which Mansoban is contemplating to produce. Ladies and gentlemen, here is a man with the charisma and the X factor, along with the magnetic personality, winning smiles, and the intelligence which adds an extra dimension to him. Dr. Ronald Colaco, we Mangaloreans are very proud today to find your name etched in the World Book of Records. Congratulations on behalf of the entire Mangalorean community. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for all your good words and wishes. Thanks once again. ನಮ್ಮ ಆಹ್ವಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಆಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವಂಥ ಮಾನನೀಯ ಶ್ರೀ ದಿನೇಶ್ ಗುಂಡೂರಾವ್ ಅವರು ಇದೀಗ ಶುಭ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. He's here to share his impressions and good wishes. Please welcome ಶ್ರೀ ದಿನೇಶ್ ಗುಂಡೂರಾವ್ sir.
ಈ ಒಂದು ಸುಂದರ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಯುಕೆಯಿಂದ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ವೀರೇಂದ್ರ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅವರೇ, ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆ ವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಾದಂಥ ಸಿ.ಟಿ. ರವಿ ಅವರೇ, ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಬಿಂದು, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರೇ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರೇ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆರತಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರು ಆತ್ಮೀಯರು ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಧಾನ ಪರಿಷತ್ತಿನ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾದಂಥ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಭೋಜೇಗೌಡ್ರೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬ ವರ್ಗದವರೇ, ಆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಅವರ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ ವರ್ಗದವರೇ, ಆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ವಿಷರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಡ್ಮೈರರ್ಸ್. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಾವು ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಧರ್ಮಾಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾದಂಥ ವೀರೇಂದ್ರ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಅವರ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಉಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನಂತೂ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ವೀರೇಂದ್ರ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಅವರು ಅವರನ್ನು ವಿಶ್ವ ಮಾನವ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದರು. ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾತದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್. ಕೇವಲ ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲ, ಕೇವಲ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲ, ಕೇವಲ ಗಲ್ಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ದೇಶಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ವಿಶ್ವ ಮಾನವ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಆದರ್ಶ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಅನ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಒಬ್ಬ ಆದರ್ಶ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಲಾರ್ದು. ನಮ್ಮ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರು ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬೆಳೆಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪರೋಪಕಾರಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಶಾಲ ಹೃದಯ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರೊಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿದಾಯಕ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನಲ್ ಫಿಗರ್, ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಅಚೀವ್ and what we make out of our own lives, if we just keep it to ourselves, then the benefit goes to a very few people. Your wife, your children, your grandchildren, maybe your immediate friends and family. But what Mr. Ronald Colaco has done is that he has shared his achievements, he has shared his earnings, not just to his close family members, which most of us do, but to the entire world, to the entire community, to the place where he stays, the place where he lives, and to many, many different parts of the country and even across the world. Schools, health, education, government offices, the list goes on and on. So he's an inspirational personality, and it gives me great joy to be a part of this program today, because Professor Radhakrishna told me that we are doing this program, and when he told me, I immediately said I will come, because I know Mr. Colaco for a long time. He is a good friend of mine and a good friend of my family also. He was very close to my mother because they are kind of neighbors. My mother used to stay here in the farm, and Mr. Colaco used to meet very regularly. So ಒಂದು ಹತ್ತಿರದ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಕಳೆದ 20 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾರೂ ಬಂದಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. When Mr. Colaco came to this area, Devanhalli, not many were here. But in a way, he planted the seed of the growth of Devanhalli in this area. That was his vision. That was his intelligence, to imagine that one day this area is going to become the future of Bangalore. So his achievements are his own. His hard work, his determination, his effort. He has grown so big and well known today that across the world, right from the Pope onwards, he's been commended and appreciated. So that's a great achievement. I congratulate him on this award that he's received from the World Book of Records, and the commendations that he's received from the British House of Parliament. And what is even more gratifying is Mr. Virendra Sharma being over here. So it's a great honor for us, sir, to have met you today here. You've come from UK, but your roots are from India. And you coming all the way here shows that the connect and the love and passion you have for India that still exists and remains in you. And your support and your presence here, I think has greatly enhanced and given the right kind of, the weightage for this program. Your presence has added a huge amount of, it's given a great recognition for this program. And I wish you all the very best. And India and Britain are great partners. We've got history. We've been ruled by the British. Now the Indian is the British Prime Minister. So the whole circle is coming, has changed. It's coming, the way things move, the way things develop, one never knows what happens. And that's a great thing. An Indian being a Prime Minister of UK, an Indian being the Vice President of the United States, it shows that what India is, that the culture that we have, the history that we have, that the appreciation for all, Vishwamanava anta helidre, appreciation for all communities, all cultures, all religions, all languages. That is the beauty of India, that we are a big nation with a big heart and we can accommodate everybody. And that is what Mr. Colaco represents. He represents India. The spirit of India is represented in Mr. Colaco. He's helped temples, churches, mosques, community halls. So that spirit is what India is appreciated throughout the world, and that is what we are proud of, and that is what we should strive for. So once again, thank you, sir, for calling me here and being part of this wonderful program. I wish Mr. Ronald Colaco all the best, to him, to his wife, to his children, and I'm sure his children will be further inspired by their father to achieve and to keep up the legacy of Mr. Colaco going. Thank you very much.
Congratulatory words and loads of good wishes conveyed by Honorable Shri Dinesh Gundu Rao ji. So thank you so much, sir. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಇನ್ನೀಗ ಮಾನನೀಯ MLC ಶ್ರೀ SL ಭೋಜೇಗೌಡ ಅವರ ನುಡಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಕೋರಿಕೆ. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome respected MLC ಶ್ರೀ SL ಭೋಜೇಗೌಡ.
ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯ ಕಿರಿಯ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಈ ಸುಂದರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟನ್ನು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ವೀರೇಂದ್ರ ಶರ್ಮಾಜಿಯವರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಬಿಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಒಡನಾಡಿಗಳು ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸ್ ಅವರವರೇ, ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ, ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾಗದ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರಿನ ಶಾಸಕರು, ಮಾಜಿ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ CT ರವಿಯವರೇ, ಇನ್ನೋರ್ವ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾಗದವರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆರತಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣರವರೇ, ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯವರೇ, ಲೋಬೋರವರೇ, ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕುಟುಂಬ ವರ್ಗದವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರು, ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಮತ್ತು ವಿವಿಧ ಭಾಗಗಳಿಂದ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೇ, ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ಪತ್ರಿಕಾ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇದೊಂದು ಅಪೂರ್ವವಾದ ಸಂಗಮ ಮತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ಅಪರೂಪದ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇದು ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು ಈಸ್ ಎ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ. ಈ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಗಾಧವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ how it was possible? What was the way he has crossed in his throughout his career? That is very important. You have to see that is it. Everybody speaks. Is a role model for our, especially for our younger generations. All of a sudden, it has not happened. It took more than 33 decades he has served in the country, outside the country, and he is born, brought up in a small village, and he is hailed from agriculture family. How it has happened? It is not a magic, because throughout his career, he has struggled a lot for his talent, commitment, dedication, and due to his hard work, he has come up and he has stand before us, and now he has come in the world book record. It is not so easy thing. It is a ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕಲ್ಲು ಮುಳ್ಳಿನ ಹಾದಿ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೆಟ್ ಪಾತ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕಲ್ಲು ಮುಳ್ಳಿನ ಹಾದಿ. ಈ ಹಾದಿಯನ್ನು ಸವಿಸಿ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ our Virendra Sharmaji witnessed here, and it is a really more memorable program, and it is a credit goes to not only for Colaco family, it is credit go to all over India, including our all downtraded persons who are all in the country. It is credit goes to that person also. He has worked a lot. You see, ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಡಗೈಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಬಲಗೈಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಎಡಗೈ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅಂತ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ದಾನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ದಾನ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಅದರ ಫಲಾಫಲ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ತಲುಪಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಡಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವರ್ಗದವರನ್ನ ಸರಿಯಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮನಗಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾಡಗೀತೆಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದಿರಿ. ನಾಡಗೀತೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ನಾಡಗೀತೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ವಿಶ್ವ ವಾಣಿಯನ್ನ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಯುಗದ ಕವಿ, ಜಗದ ಕವಿ, ಈ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವಮಾನವ ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಸಾರಿದಂಥ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಅಚ್ಚುಮೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕವಿ ಕುವೆಂಪು ಅವರ ನಾಡಗೀತೆ. ಆ ನಾಡಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಂಶಗಳು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಂಶಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಆಶಯ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಬಿಲ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಆ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಆಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವರವರು ತಮ್ಮ 30 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಸುದೀರ್ಘವಾದ ಸೇವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಆಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ನೆರವೇರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳ ಮೆಚ್ಚಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂಥ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಆಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯಾಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು. ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ, ನಾಟ್ ಸೋ ಈಸಿ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ, ರಸಿಕರ ಕಂಗಳ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ನೋಟ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ ಪಾರಸೀಕರ ಜೈನರು ಧ್ಯಾನ, ಜನಕನ ಹೋಲುವ ದೊರೆಗಳ ಧಾಮ, ವೈದಿಕ ನೈದಿಕ ರಾಮ, ಕನ್ನಡ ನುಡಿ ಕುಣಿದಾಡುವ ದೇಹ, ಕನ್ನಡ ತಾಯಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ದೇಹ, ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ ತನುಜಾತೆ, ಜಯ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮಾತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕ್ಷರ ಸಹ ಅದರಂತೆ ನಡಿಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಧರ್ಮ ಇಲ್ವ ಇವತ್ತು? ಅದರಂತೆ ನಡಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇವತ್ತು. ಅದರಂತೆ ನಡಿಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಧರ್ಮವನ್ನು ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು ಕಾಯ ವಾಚ ಮನಸ್ಸ ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಭಾಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ತಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಚಾರ ಇವತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕೊಡುವ ದಾನವು ಕಾಮಜನಕಗರ್ಪಿತವನ್ನಿ. ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದಾನ ಕಾಮಜನಕ, ದೇವರಿಗೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅದು ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ದಾನ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಏನೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಬಿ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವರಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಂಬಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ಕುಲಾಸ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಅಂಶದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವರನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಕಲವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಹರಿಯ ಸೇವೆ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಭಗವಂತನ ಸೇವೆ, ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಪಿತ ಅನ್ನೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಎಡೆ ಅನ್ನವೂ ಕೂಡ ಹರಿಯ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ದಾನ ಶೂರ ವೀರ ಕರ್ಣ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಕರ್ಣ ಇವತ್ತೇನಾರು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಲಿಯುಗದ ಕರ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಕರ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ದಾನ ಶೂರ ಕರ್ಣ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಭಗವಂತನೇ ಬಂದು ಕರ್ಣನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಕವಚವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಭಗವಂತನ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ದಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನೀರನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ದಾನ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ. ಆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಕರಗಿ ನೀರಾಗಿ ಅದು ಸರ್ವ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಸರ್ವ ಜನಾಂಗದ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ತೋಟ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ದಾನವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅಂತಹ ಮಹಾದಾನಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ದಾನಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು ಬಂದು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಭಾಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕ ವಿಚಾರ ಇವತ್ತು ನೋಡಿ, ನಾವು ಕುಲಾಸ್ ಅವರು ನಡೆದು ಬಂದಂಥ ದಾರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ, ನಿಮಿಷದಿಂದ ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವ ಚಿಂತಿಸದೆ ಬದುಕನ್ನು ನೂಕುತ್ತಿರು. ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ, ನಿಮಿಷದಿಂದ ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವ ಚಿಂತಿಸದೆ ಬದುಕನ್ನು ನೂಕುತ್ತಿರು. ವಿವರಗಳ ಜೋಡಿಸುವ ಯಜಮಾನ ಬೇರಿಯನು, ಸವೆಸು ನೀ ಜನ್ಮವನ್ನು ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಡಿ ವಿ ಗುಂಡಪ್ಪನವರು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗಿ ನೋಡಲಿ, ನೆವರ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. And whatever these things, he has confidence on his confidence, he has done wonderful things. For that, he has achieved the goal. Virendra Sharmaji is witnessed all these things here. ಭವಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ಚಿಂತಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ, ವಿವರಗಳನ್ನು ಜೋಡಿಸೋನು ಯಾರು? ಭಗವಂತ ಒಬ್ಬ. ಆ ಭಗವಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನು ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಈ 30 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿವರವನ್ನು ಎಳೆಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆದಿಟ್ಟವರು ಭಗವಂತ. ಆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಕೃಪೆಯಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಈ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಾವ್ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಮರೆಯಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಭಾಳ ಸಮಯ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಭಾಳ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಭಾಳ ಸಮಯ ಆಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮರೆತೇ ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಕುಟುಂಬ ನಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಹೃದಯ ಅಂತರಾಳದಿಂದ, ಹೃದಯ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ನೆರವು ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಭಾರಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂದು ಜಾನಪದ ಹಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಹೆಂಡತಿಯೊಬ್ಬಳು ಮನೆಯೊಳಗಿದ್ದರೆ ನನಗದು ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ, ಹೆಂಡತಿಯೊಬ್ಬಳು ಹತ್ತಿರವಿದ್ದರೆ ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಿಪಾಯಿ, ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಒಲುಮೆಯ ಭಾಗ್ಯವನರಿಯದ, ಇದು ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಒಲುಮೆಯ ಭಾಗ್ಯವನರಿಯದ ಗಂಡಿಗೆ ಜಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಸಂಟ್ ನೋ ದಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್, you are never you are not going to achieve anything in this society, anything in your ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಭಾಳ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಒಲಿಮೆಯ ಭಾಗ್ಯವನ್ನೆರಿದ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಗಂಟಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜಾನಪದ ಹಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ದೀರ್ಘದಂಡ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೆಲವು ಸರಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ದುಷ್ಟಾಂತ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ದೇವರು ಗುಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ದೇವ್ರಿಗೂ ಮುಂದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜಾರರು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದವರು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿತಾನೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಪೂಜಾರರು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದವರು, ನೀವು ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದ್ರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಪೂಜಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ 2 ಸರಿ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಆಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಪೂಜಾರಿಗೆ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿಲಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಆ ಭಗವಂತ ಪೂಜಾರರು ಮತ್ತು ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಂತ ಆಚೆ ಬಂದ, ಆ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಪೂಜಾರರು ಪೂಜೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಜೊತೆಲಿ ಹೋದರು, ಆಚೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಮತ್ತೆ ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋದ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದೆ. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ, ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಹತ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ, ದೇವರ ಗುಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಾಸವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರತಿಫಲಾಪೇಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಆಸೆ ಪಡದೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿಟ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದಾನ ಧರ್ಮವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರತಿಫಲಾಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ನಿಸ್ವಾರ್ಥದಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಸೇವೆಗೆ ಅವತ್ತು ಆ ಸೇವೆಗೆ ಅದು ಸಂದ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬ ವರ್ಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರತಿಫಲಾಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದಾನ ಭಾಳ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕ ದಾನ, ಇದು ತಾತ್ವಿಕ ದಾನ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ದಾನದಿಂದ ಲೋಕ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣವಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಇದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭದ ಮಾತಲ್ಲ. ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಸಪ್ತ ಸಾಗರದ ಆಳದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಾದ ಬಿಂದುವಿನ ಆಲಯ, ಈಜಿ ತಲುಪುವರೆಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಪಡೆಯಲದರ ಸಿದ್ಧಿಯ, ಶೃಂಗಗಿರಿಗಳ ತುಟ್ಟ ತುದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದೆಡೆ ಇದೆ, ತಲುಪಬಹುದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೊಮ್ಮೆ, ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿರಂತರ ಸೇವೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸಪ್ತ ಸಾಗರದ ಆಳದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಾಸವರು ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರು ಈಜಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಲುಪಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ನವರು ಶೃಂಗಗಿರಿಗಳ ತುಟ್ಟ ತುದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಬಹುದೊಡ್ಡ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಬುಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಾಸವರು ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನೇಕ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು, ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿರಂತರ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಇದು. ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಈ ನಾಡಿಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಆಗಲಿ, ಈ ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿಯಾದ ಕೆಲಸ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಉಳ್ಳವರು ಕಟ್ಟುವರು ಶಿವಾಲಯ, ನಾನೇನೆ ಕಟ್ಟನೆಯ ಎನ್ನ ಕಾಲೇ ಕಂಬ ಎನ್ನ ದೇಹವೇ ದೇಗುಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಸವಣ್ಣವ್ರ ವಚನ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಂತೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಲಾಸವರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರು ಕೂಡ ದಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮನಸ್ಸಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮನಸ್ಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವೇ ಜನರಿಗೆ. ಆ ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಶಿರಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಕಡೆಯದಾಗಿ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಬಿಹಾಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ವೀರೇಂದ್ರ ಶರ್ಮಾಜಿ, ಅವರ್ CT Ravi is working as a Secretary General of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and he is very close associate with the government, central government, and ittala gida maddalla anta ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ I request my personal friend Mr. CT Ravi, so whatever these things are done by our Colasso for our country and state and inside and outside, please, it is our own duty to recognize and made him an award, whatever the World Book of Record, already his name has come, and we are not honored means it is really something bad thing in our these things in our country. Please look into it. It is the responsibility is yours. You are working in the main central government. Please, we are also assisting with you. Please take this as very serious. And one more function you have here only, or not in Bangalore or anywhere else, you please make that arrangement. Take the responsibility, please do it. This is my humble request and sincere request to the C.T. Ravi. And ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂಧುಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್.
ಮನದಾಳದ ಮಾತುಗಳು, ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ವಿಶಸ್ ಕನ್ವೇಡ್ ಬೈ ಶ್ರೀ ಭೋಜೇಗೌಡ ಸರ್. ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಇನ್ನೀಗ ಅವರ ನುಡಿಗಳು, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಾದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ವಿತ್ ದ ಬಿಗ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಪ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಮಾನನೀಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಿ.ಟಿ. ರವಿ ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಬಿಂದು, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಹಿರಿಯಣ್ಣನಂತೆಯೇ ಇರುವ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾದ ರೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರೇ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡಿನಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಶ್ರೀ ವೀರೇಂದ್ರ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅವರೇ, ಭೋಜೇಗೌಡರೇ, ಸಹೋದರಿ ಆರತಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರೇ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರೇ, ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ, ನರಸಿಂಹಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯ ಕಿರಿಯ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ನಾವಿಬ್ಬರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಮಲೆನಾಡು ರೀಸನ್ನಿಂದ ಬಂದವರು. ಆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೊಂದು ಅಭಿನಂದನಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಒಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ಕಾರಣ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ದಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟವರಿಗೆ ತನಗೆ ಹೆಸರು ಬರೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಆದರೆ ಅವರ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಆ ಕೊಡುವ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಬರಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಆಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಒಪ್ಪಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊವರ್ಬ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಸ್ಮೈಲಿಂಗ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ರೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಶುದ್ಧವಾದ ಹೃದಯವೂ ಇದೆ. ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಮೈಲಿಂಗ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗಾದೆ ಮಾತಿದೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ತನಗೆ ಬಚ್ಚಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಪರರಿಗೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಕೆಟ್ಟಿತೆನ್ನ ಬೇಡ, ಕಟ್ಟಿಟ್ಟ ಬುತ್ತಿ ಇಹುದು ನೋಡ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಐ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ follows karma philosophy. He is performing all the service activities to the fullest of his own consciousness and not please others. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ತೃಪ್ತಿಪಡಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಆತ್ಮ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಂತೆ ಅವರು ಈ ದಾನದ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಗಾದೆ ಮಾತು, ತುಂಬಿದ ಕೊಡ ತುಳುಕುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. A Kannada proverb which says, a pot which is full does not spill over, not makes sound. This suits Mr. Colaco. ತುಂಬಿದ ಕೊಡ ತುಳುಕುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಗಾದೆ ಮಾತು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ವಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ದಾನದ ಪರಂಪರೆಯನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅವ್ರದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ನಾವೇ ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡು, ತಹಸೀಲ್ದಾರ್ ಆಫೀಸು, ಗ್ರಾಮ ಪಂಚಾಯಿತಿ ಕಚೇರಿ, ಸ್ಕೂಲು, ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಲು, ಮಸೀದಿ, ಚರ್ಚು, ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಹಾಲು ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹಾಯವಾಗಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವು ದಿನಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಓಪನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಹೊಸ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿರ್ತವೆ, ಬಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಯಿತು. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಬಸ್ಸು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಂಗ್ಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿಶೋರ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಅವರು ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಸ್ಸು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೊಲಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಫೋನ್ ಬಂತು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಸ್ಸು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ಬಂತು, ಬಹುಶಃ ದೇವರೇ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವೊಂದು ಬಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ವಿತಿನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣನೂ ಅವ್ರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆ ಬಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಬಸ್ಸು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವೀಕಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ರೋಡಿಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಂಗ್ಳೂರು ಜನರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾತು ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಡೆಮಾಕ್ರಸಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಟೀ ಸೆಲ್ಲರ್, ವೀರೇಂದ್ರ ಶರ್ಮಾ ವಾಸ್ ಬಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್. ಅವರಿವತ್ತು ಬಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಲಂಡನ್ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ನ 5 ಟೈಮ್ ಇವರು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಡೆಮಾಕ್ರಸಿ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ನಾನು ಡೆಮಾಕ್ರಸಿಗೆ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಡೆಮಾಕ್ರಸಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಂಗತಿ, ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪರಿಷತ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕುಲಾಸೋ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪರಿಷತ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಅವ್ರು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪರಿಷತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದವರು, ನಾನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪರಿಷತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದವನು. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪರಿಷತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದವರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದಲೂ ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಗಳು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಉದ್ದ ಮಾತಾಡುವ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಭೋಜೇಗೌಡರು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಗಳು. ಆ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊಲಾಸೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್. ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಪದ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಸಾಲುಮರದ ತಿಮ್ಮಕ್ಕ, ಯಾರೂ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೂಲ್ಗಿತ್ತಿ ನರಸವ್ವ, ಯಾರೂ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಹಾಜಬ್ಬ, ಯಾರೂ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿತೌಟ್ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೇಶನ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಪದ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸು ಅವ್ರು ಪದ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಪದ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಅದು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಸಿಕ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇವತ್ತು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಜನರ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಕೆಲಸ ಜನರ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬಾಗಿ ನಿಂತು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೂ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಶರ್ಮಾಜಿ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ our Colasso. You have recommending him World Book of Records in London. I have to once again thanks for you. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all. Dhanyawad.
ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ಹೃದಯ ತುಂಬದ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಾನನೀಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಸಿ ಟಿ ರವಿ ಅವರು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾವ್ ವಿ ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಹಿಸ್ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್ in this program has really given us a great impetus in this direction. The august presence of Honorable Member of Parliament, London, United Kingdom, Shri Virendra Sharma, sir. Sir, we wait for your words. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and please welcome Shri Virendra Sharma, sir.
I'm a bit confused
where to start from. But I take the traditional, the very distinguished guests, because I will have a difficulty to remember all the names. And I can see everybody present is a distinguished guest this morning and afternoon. Dr. Ronald Sahib, that's the Indian way of addressing. It's a great honor and a privilege for me to come back to Karnataka after few years gap into it. I came here in 2016 and I come back this year. It's a long gap. And before I congratulate Dr. Sahib, I like to thank Krishna Arthi ji for asking me to come here today and encouraging me to join. When you are nearly the last speaker, it's like a vote of thanks, because the previous speakers have used every term, every phrase on this earth you wanted to use to demonstrate the qualities of a person who are we talking about today. But anyway, when politician gets the platform, don't want to miss the opportunity to say something which could be, I hope it will be better or will improve the previous speaker's contribution on that. These awards are generally given to people on the basis of what you are told. You read, then you put your name, sign it, put the pen on a paper to say, like, yes, this is the person we want. And when you see, and all people present here are today friends, colleagues, close associates of Dr. Ronald Colaco. And I don't want to say something which you don't know, because you know everything, so I can't add into that. But it's one thing which a person like myself think, not only what he's done, what I can learn from that, what I can adapt in my own life to improve the lives of many others in the future. The person is inspirational, secular in his thoughts. Person has contributed of millions and millions of rupees or the pounds for the welfare of the society. But what we have learned from that, he done in his bit. Now the time come, what we can add into it, and we can say to the future generations that I was inspired by somebody who done in this century this service to the society. Friends, I just want to ask one question. In life, who we normally remember? Normally we not only remember those who got the wealth for himself and for the family. You might say passing, oh, he's or she's a rich person. That's what normally happens. But we only remember those people, and the future generations will remember those people who have served the humanity, who served the communities, who served and supported those who are needy. I don't think that I will be wrong to say, and I can see many
spiritual people sitting here, the people from the churches. But if I say that the person who we are talking about, Dr. Ronald Colaco, what is difference between him and us? What brings him close to be a saintly person of this current century? A saint who now living with us, amongst us. A saint who thought about the society. The international leadership, whether it was Obama, David Cameron, Mr. Modi, many other international leaders, only about 8 or 9 years ago, thought about that we need to do something in the world to improve the quality of life of everybody. That was the signatures they put on the piece of paper in only 2015. A person have the thought and have the idea many, many years ago to improve the quality of those who need elimination of poverty, better education, better infrastructure, making sure those people who need the clothes are given the clothes, the people who need the food, given the food. That was Dr. Ronald Colaco. Nobody else. So I feel proud that I was in a position to sign that certificate, Dr. Colaco, for your deeds, for your service, for your contribution, your dedication, not to your own family alone. I'm not saying that you ignore the family. Without family, you could not have done it. For that, I salute you. I congratulate you. But the other couple of people I need to contribute and thank. That is Mrs. Dr. Ronald Colaco and the family. I met them last night, first time, and I can have the feelings, the warmth, and the dedication, carrying on supporting a vision her husband had, the vision their father had. I would like to, on behalf of millions of those people who got benefit from the services your husband and your father given, I would like to thank you that without your help, he could not have done it. Because if the family don't support, then it's difficult to do the things you want to do. It's the cooperation and the partnership in the families. There's many things I could have said, which already said by many. I echo every word my friend has already mentioned about the services doctor has given. But I hope there are many more recognitions will come from the different sources, whether it is the social institutions or the governmental institutions. One day, more people will recognize and appreciate the work you have done and you are doing, and I'm sure you will continue doing that to serve the humanity, serve the needy. In final, it's a great honor to be with you today. I'm so glad to see and meet many friends who we may not have met for different reasons, COVID and others. And I would look like to meet many more and make more friends today and in the future, so that collectively we can take that vision forward, so that we can have a prosperous, peaceful, the world, not only one community, one society, the whole world, we take that pledge and take it forward. It's a great honor. On behalf of the diaspora, many Indians living in UK, doctors, they congratulate, they salute for your services. And I'm sure that we will carry on celebrating many more events in the future as well. God bless you all. Thank you.
Indeed blessed and honored. A big bouquet of thanks, sir, for all your good words and warm wishes. Thanks once again. ಇನ್ನೀಗ ಅವರ ನುಡಿಗಳು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ತಮಗೆ ಸಂದಿದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇದು ಯಾವುದೂ ತಮಗಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ಲಿಪ್ತ ಭಾವದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಪಾತ್ರರು. He has his words now. So put your hands together and let's welcome together Dr. Ronald Colaco.
I came here to say good morning to you, but unfortunately it has become good afternoon or good evening. Forgive me, this is not the program that I arranged. This is the program arranged by the organizers, Mr. C.T. Ravi, Dr. Arti Krishna, Mr. Venkatesh Murthy, and Mr. Narsim Murthy. So you have to forgive me. Anyway, after the COVID episode as well as the vaccination, the doctors and scientists, they said lots of people have developed fog in the brain. And as a result, people tend to forget, and I am one of the victims. So therefore, I have written some points and I have come for the first time. Dignitaries of the dais, I'm so honored and I'm so grateful that all the way from London, 5 times Member of Parliament from Labour Party, and all about him, Professor Radhakrishna has already narrated, so I don't want to repeat. Not only they have chosen me for this coveted award, World Book of Records, London, as announced in the House of Commons in the British Parliament, recognizing my long-term social, charitable and humanitarian services and infrastructure support to the state government in upliftment of the society. That has been mentioned in the certificate and is one of the signatory along with the World Book of Records chairman. Not only did that, Dr. Arti Krishna told him, you have given a certificate to someone who is close to me, and he has done whatever, she has narrated, I have no idea. So you will have to come for this function. Happily he accepted. He took the permission from the British Parliament, and he is amidst us today. I'm really honored and I'm grateful to you, sir, because I never knew. You only signed the certificate, you even come and give in another country to a person like me. I'm really touched. Yeah, thank you so much. Where is Mr. C.T. Ravi? Oh, is he here? Yeah. So the other dignitaries of the Diet is the one who is presiding today, Dr. C.T. Ravi. Yeah. Again, Professor has already narrated all about him, so I don't want to repeat once again. And Dr. Arti Krishna is here. She has become now universal lady. She is known worldwide amongst the NRIs, godmother of NRIs. And in WhatsApp and all other social media, if you see that, all sort of mothers are attached to her name. Bhudevi, Sri Devi, India Devi, Indira Devi, God knows how many Devis, the people can think of. She deserves that because she has been, what I know, doing that kind of service, whether she is in power or not. And during COVID as well as Ukraine war time, what the central government could not do, she has been able to do that. The people without any money, they were rushing to the border, and lots of countries were not allowing our Indians to pass through their border or to enter their country. She is so well connected not only to our foreign mission, Indian foreign mission, but also on the counterpart. So as a result, she has spoken to them because she was a long time diplomat in Washington DC, during which time whoever colleague she had all over, they have become ambassadors in various countries. They are all her colleagues. Even the 4 foreign secretaries now, what our Prime Minister has now, all of them are best friends, colleagues. And as a result of which, they could arrange all sort of permission for all sort of registration for Mr. Virendra Sharma also. So that is the kind of lady that we have. So she was able to help those people who are stuck, speaking to the counterpart in those countries and arranging the sponsorship and flights and getting our Indians repatriated. So I felt, though it's not the occasion, but I wanted to know all of you, especially NRIs who are here. So what kind of service she has rendered to the NRIs who are stuck abroad. Now, the All India AICC, All India Congress Committee has recognized her, and now they have made Overseas Congress Secretary. Now there is only President and Secretary, and she is in charge of all the states and all the countries. So we have my dear friend, Mr. Bojegoda. He's also from Chikmagalur, and I was very close to his other brother, Dharmegoda, who is no more. So he has also come all the way from Chikmagalur to felicitate me. I'm really grateful to you, sir. Then anyway, my English teacher, as he already said that we both joined at the same time, 1972. He as a faculty member, as English lecturer, and myself as a first-year degree student. Since then, we fell in love with each other, and we have been friends since then, and we have family bondage also. Now his daughter, even now, she calls me godfather. Sometimes she gets angry from him, then she says, Ronald Colaco, he is my first father, father number 1, and he is father number 2. So just to tease him, she does that, yeah. So thank you very much, sir. I don't want to elaborate anything more. And another good friend is sitting there. He is Mr. Venkatesh Murthy. He is the senior president of Banariaman Sugars and also the president of Srivari Foundation, which is connected to Tirupati Trust as a committee member. So he has taken all this burden of organizing along with the others, and book printing, expenses and everything, the kind of love and affection this organization committee has bestowed on me. My God, it is more than the award, what I have been conferred. So I'm really grateful to you, Mr. Venkatesh Murthy, and another gentleman, Mr. Narsim Murthy. I thought, he's sitting on the desk, but then he's not. He is the one who spent more than 4.5 years utilizing weekends and holidays, taking whatever the receipts, because since 1991 I started. Earlier to that, all sponsorship and all that I was doing, but real charitable work started from 1991. The first one is a building for ITI courses for Xavier Education Charitable Trust in Mangalore. for the poor people's technical education. So all those receipts, and then he requested to get the printout of my NRE accounts with one of the bank from where all my charitable donations have gone. And on the strength of that, they traveled all over. Bijapur slums, or Uddeporenalli, Birur, or Mundugod Taluk in Karwar for Anganwadi schools, anything. I mean, I will not elaborate. It took nearly 4.5 years because they could only utilize weekends and collected all the information. And as a result of which, after compiling all that, presenting, I was qualified for a doctorate. That too is not a honorary doctorate, professional doctorate from the 75th World Ranking University based in Paris. And today, I see here, I'm qualified to get from the World Book of Records a certificate of excellence. It is the hard work, and I'm really grateful to Mr. Narsimurthy. So he's here. So also that the video, what they are shown, also he's the editor of that video. So the kind of affection, love, and care what the organizing committee and Narsimurthy has shown, ever grateful to you all. Yes, that's much more than the award itself. Anyway, first and foremost, now I have to respond to everyone's talk, but I'll make it short because I know that you're all totally bored, I know. So, I ask forgiveness of those who attended earlier the honoring ceremonies, because whenever I had to give reply, I had to base the same facts. I can't twist and talk. Only the politicians can do that. I have to talk the same thing repeatedly. So those of you who have heard me earlier, please forgive me. It is for the knowledge and consumption of those who are attending for the first time. So, you must have already got bored because today from the video presentation as well as all the speaker, praising one person. What is this fellow? He's doing something and drum beating and, then praising and praising and praising. But believe me, whatever I have done in my life all these years is not for any award or reward, not for any name or fame or this kind of functions or honors, but when the recognition and acknowledgement comes, I have no choice but to accept with all humility, and that's what I have done. So please bear with me. I said repetition, yes. Always I have been saying, and it is repetitive, that the secret of my giving is, I have said earlier, during my wedding, myself and my wife Jean, before expressing our wedding vows, we took a oath before the altar that certain percentage of my income will be set aside for the causes of the poor and certain percentage to the social causes. Now, once you have done that, it is not your money. You have to give it away. So therefore, you don't feel bad and sad to give what is not yours. So therefore, on this occasion, I would like to request you all, can you please stand up? All of you, can you please stand up for a minute? Thank you so much. Please, close your eyes and bow your head and think of the God. God is one, but you may have different names to reach Him, whatever name, and say that hope you are all closing your eyes and thinking of God and then praying to Him. God, you have blessed us. You have blessed us abundantly in whatever manner. And I would like to set aside a small percentage of my saving to the cause of the poor and to the cause of to social causes, because the birth is accidental, but death is certain, and we don't carry anything when we go from this world. So whatever least we can do to our brethren, it is only now or never. So therefore, I would like to set aside a small percentage. Doesn't matter, even if it is you are educating one child in a year from a rural area, or meeting the expenses of the uniform or books, or caring for a destitute, or there are many home for the aged, the orphanages and things like that, whichever closer to your heart. Please take a vote today, and that would be the greatest honor for me, so that I have inspired somebody to do that. I know most of you are doing your charitable work, social work, humanitarian services. I'm 100% sure it is only for those who have not had the opportunity to do that. And today is the day for you to take a vote. Thank you very much for your kind oblige. Yes, please be seated. Yeah. So because I always say that God has given us only one opportunity to pass by this world. There is no second chance for any one of us to come back into this world. So whatever we can do to the least of our brother, we can do it now or never. To the society that you have born in, the society that you have grown up with, the society that you have lived in. And I always say, instead of adding years to the life, because we keep celebrating our birthdays and we add years to the life. Rather, I would add a meaningful life to each year that I live. And that's the doctrine that I have followed, and therefore I have the moral right to advise others. If I don't do that, they say sometimes you walk the talk, but I talk the walk. Both same, but talk the walk. So also I heard from many people, and I also would like to follow the same thing. That is, instead of adding your richness, which is counted, how much bank balance you have, or how many properties you have, or how many bungalows you have, or how many cars you have, it's better to count your richness by knowing how many hearts you have been able to touch that year. So this is the message that I want to give, and there is nothing more I can talk. I would like to thank once again the World Book of Records and the certificate, whatever bestowed on me, the signatory. One of the signatory, Mr. Virendra Sharma, is here. I am really honored that he has come and he has handed over personally. So thanks Sharma ji for doing this great honor for me. I will always remember in my life. Thank you very much. And also I have to thank Mr. Anand as well as Aparna. Really, you have spoken so well, and you have, you are all experts. I know that, Mr. Anand has come all the way from Bahrain. In fact, he was the Indian club president. In Bahrain, you have two things we have to remember. One is Indian club, 107-year-old, so that is the first club outside India that is in Bahrain. And Anand Sharma, Anand also made him Sharma. So he was the president, during which time our president of India, he invited, and I was also honored with centenary award during that time. Then the second thing in Bahrain is Kannada Bhavan. Outside India, if at all there is a Kannada Bhavan, it is only in Bahrain. And I also had the opportunity, because of Dr. Aarti Krishna, to make an extensive contribution to both of them. So Indian club also, I have my contribution because it is an Indian club, our country club, and the Kannada Bhavan is our state pride, our identity in Bahrain. So thank you very much for your patience hearing. I know that you are all waiting for your lunch, especially for those who are used to eat on time. I think you have been really troubled, but don't worry, it will be compensated now. I'm sure there is an elaborated menu. You don't have to eat in the evening. Please do justice now for having come, So, see, already Mr. Amrut Chopra is raising his hands. Come on, yes, stop your talk. Yes, I'll do that. And I'm also grateful to all of you. And more than that, our press people, member of the press, both electronic media and print media. I'm grateful that you people have come and you have stayed back for so long. So I hope you will also enjoy the good food, what is being served here. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
He has spoken his heart out. Dr. Ronald Colaco, thank you so much, sir. And now Professor Radhakrishna once again will be before us to propose the oath of thanks. Thereafter, the time will be given for felicitation from all our well-wishers and friends.
The priest begins the ceremony, the priest ends the ceremony. May I ask all of you gentlemen, please be seated for a minute. Ravi ji, Sharma ji, आप बैठिए एक बार, एक मिनट प्लीज बैठिए, आप सभी। बहुत खुश का बात है, मैं वोट ऑफ थैंक्स के बारे में आपके सामने कर रहा हूँ। वीरेंद्र शर्मा जी, बहुत 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 शुक्रिया। जुग जुग जियो। We hope that you become the next Prime Minister of UK. And we pray. We also thank my dear friend C.T. Ravi, who has taken initiative to organize this function when we approached him. Ravi ji, thank you so much. Mr. Bojagowda, our dearest friend, Shri Dinesh Gundurao, another very, very good friend, and my co-organizing committee members, Banari, Amman, Sugarman, Vice Senior President Venkatesh Murthy, the very dynamic Aarti Krishna, subtle and silent Narasimurthy, Balaji, and the entire family of Colaco family, guests, pressmen, the Chande Thank you so much. Thank you again, and I need a big clap. The books are available. I thank the Reverend Fathers who made their presence. Because of their presence, the entire atmosphere has become spiritual. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Matome tammellirigu namaskara. There are lots and lots of friends and well-wishers who are eagerly waiting to honor, to convey their felicitations to Dr. Ronald Colaco, sir. And it's now the time for that. International Kannadigas Federation, Dubai, Idiat Adur, Maitri Kiran, Sadandas Shiruru, Joshna Santosh. Anantara, Dakshina Kannada ಮತ್ತು ಕರಾವಳಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಸಂಘಗಳ ಒಕ್ಕೂಟ ಮೈಸೂರು. This represents almost 15,000 family members and also 23 associations. We have Gracian Rodrigues President, Secretary Narayan Hegde, and also Shri Ravindra Gore. We have Mr. Shantaraj Kennedy, Chairman, Christian Development Committee, Government of Karnataka. Also, people on the dais will now come on the dais to honor Colaco sir. Mr. A.B. Sudarshan and members of Chikmagalur Golf Club, Malnad Christian Welfare Association Chikmagalur, Mr. Anthony Anil Colaco and team from Enarpura, ex-Vice President, Zilla President Chikmagalur, Chikmagalur Catholic Club, James Benedict and Francis, Christian Association from Hassan and Chikmagalur, Puttaswamy, National Youth Awardee and Journalist, Mukesh and Franklin Christian Welfare Association from Arsikere and Sakleshpura, and also Farmland Rainwater Harvesting System team from Chikmagalur. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸುವಂತಹ ಕ್ಷಣ. After this, please join us for lunch. The bar counter is also open. And ನಮ್ಮ ಆತಿಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿ. Thank you one and all. Once again, a very happy new year.
Also, would like to welcome International Federation of Karnataka Christian Associations, IFKCA, from Udupi District, the President and the Executive Committee. You all can acknowledge your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dennis, all the way from Mangalore. This is not the first book what Dr. Ronald Colaco has written. There is also one book earlier which Mr. Dennis also has given the support, The Man and His Mission, courtesy of Mr. Dennis. Ladies and gentlemen, check. Check one. Check. Reverend Dr. Ravi Mani, we would like to acknowledge your presence out over here. Assembled of God, GCC, procedure. Also would like to acknowledge the presence of Catholic Association of Karwar Diocese, those who are out over here to felicitate Dr. Ronald Colaco. Also, Mother Teresa, Food for Hungry, Mr. Samson D'Souza, Mr. Hidayatullah and the team, the four friends of Dubai, those have bought a drawing of the certificate of excellence from World Book of Records for Dr. Ronald Colaco. Ladies and gentlemen, as Dr. Ronald Colaco said, Mr. Narsim Murthy, the man behind the book, and it is almost about a month that he has been day in and day out working for it. A man with commitment, a man who has shown gesture and loyalty to Dr. Ronald Colaco, that is none other than Mr. Narsim Murthy.